something a lot worse than what I do see. When I say we have a mess, there are down trees, down branches, little components, decorative components from the sides of these high-rise buildings on the streets. But that's really about it. Now, I was kind of concerned. I don't know if you're familiar with the turf here in the Galleria area, but right down Post Oak Boulevard, near Hidalgo, is a high-rise senior citizen center. And it's just to the south of the Big Village Store. And there's not a window in that place. And there's nothing, as you look up the side of that building, there's grapes flapping in the breeze. And it's just a bit of a mess. And I sure hope that they got everybody evacuated out of it. Kevin Charles is here with us. Hello, Kevin. How was it?
I just drove past that. You are correct. There's a lot of drapery flying out the window.
Yeah, that's kind of spooky.
And a lot of trees, especially on that. Fluttered all over the road. You got signposts that are laying in the road. Luckily, no power lines, but in other places there are power lines. Hey, there's still high water out here on Post Oak, too. Luckily, I'm in a big pickup, so I was able to get through that. If you're in something that's not high-profile vehicle,
that's why I brought the white minivan.
There you go.
Okay, I'll mess up her car, not mine.
You got it.
But, okay, so there's hardly anybody on the roads right now.
Not really. They actually are trying to discourage people from getting to the sightseeing. The city evaluate what they see. You've got to go off some of the places where you absolutely can't get through. There's one of the drives into this building. I don't know if you've seen it yet. A tree completely blocks the drive on the other side of the building here. Just one of the big giant trees completely fell over. It's just laying on the ground.
Yeah, it's kind of sad, too, because a lot of those trees are many, many, many years old. And, hey, I remember what this piece of property used to be before they developed it. You know, there were groves here, and there was a little bit of pasture land, and there were some, oh, man, the streets around here used to be lined with those post-war bungalows, but now it's all high-rises, and they've held up pretty well. I have not seen downtown Houston yet. However, I got a couple of phone calls earlier this morning about pretty much the same scene that we saw after Alicia. A lot of those plate glass windows in those downtown towers are now down on the street.
Because of the eye wall of that hurricane stayed over downtown. It never gave any break. The eye passed just to the, I guess, the east of downtown, so those big buildings never got even the slightest break during the whole thing.
And then the darn thing just proceeded up I-45 to hit Conroe. And
it still looks like a hurricane as it went up to East Texas.
Oh, weird. Yeah, sitting over the trees. But the big thing to remember here, too, is if you sheltered in place in your own residence and you are fine, don't get out now and start walking around and sightseeing and shooting video and all this other stuff, because you don't know the status of your neighborhood. If you're without power, that doesn't necessarily mean that the down power line near your house, and there probably is one, is not powered up. Other things to worry about, too. There might be critters. We saw some high water earlier that was just littered with fire ant mounds floating along the top. Yeah, you don't want to go there. We have a lot of emergency numbers that we can pass along to you, and we're going to be doing that. Also, the city announced an emergency number. We can pass those along to you. It's kind of interesting in that when we were taking the call earlier, we didn't hear from anybody in Galveston County. And, you know, that says, on the one hand, most everybody evacuated.